Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Rome series here on Eagle Rising. This is episode 39, and we are currently trying to break the siege on Bertigala here. And then, I don't know what we're going to do, because we are at war with pretty much everyone. Yeah, it's a pretty significant amount of wars going on. Let me go and first start off by thanking the channel members. We're kind of just doing it a bit of damage control here, to be honest with you. Let me go and the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Mooncheese, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, Pfeiffer, Desperado, and Shipwrecked. All right, let's go ahead and roll right into this with let's drop a new save here. And Rome Reborn 39, episode 39, man. This has been the longest running series on the channel so far by a significant margin. Cyberpunk is I technically have more Cyberpunk videos, but this series has been running quote unquote the longest because all those episodes have been released pretty much. All right, let's go ahead and roll straight into this battle though. I think we'll do pretty well. I mean, we just we haven't really been like totally defeated or anything at any point in this playthrough in the last like 10 episodes, so we're doing well. I do need to start doling out territory to my fellow kingdom members here, and I do need to also start sending my companions out to being their own lords and making them have castles and towns and stuff like that. We basically just need enough to run our own stuff, and beyond that we don't really need much more. And then once we are strong enough to do that, I mean, we should pretty much just snowball the rest of the map. It should be pretty easy. This series should only last till about 80 episodes, I would think. So we're about halfway through, almost at that halfway mark. And I think we should take over the rest of Western Europe in the next 10 episodes, I would imagine. We'll start chipping away at that. And I'm going to do Carthage last, because we did Carthage the last time, and that's always a fun fight against the Carthaginians. They have some really, really good troops. They have very good infantry, very good archers, and just overall a good faction. But we'll have to see what transpires in the next 10 episodes, because that's going to be a very, very crucial moment for the series. And also, let me mention the new content coming to the channel very soon. I've mentioned it in all the rest of this week's videos, but I'll go ahead and mention it in this one as well. We have the Outer Worlds and XCOM 2, and what else? We have a few other things coming in pretty soon. Let's get the horses off to the left here. We need the archers lined up. Let's just do that and put them in loose formation. And we need the infantry to go shield wall. And let's go 2 thick. And then get these guys right behind in loose formation. Spread them out as well, so that they can cover our flanks. And remember, we're fighting actual Romans for once, and it looks like they have some Praetorians. They have some of my Praetorian troops. It also looks like they have some of my regular troops as well, but it mostly looks like their troops. So we'll have to see how things go here. We should totally annihilate these guys, honestly. This shouldn't even be a question. Some Velites in the wrong formation there, and some legionaries in the wrong formation as well. Let me go F10 and just stick my cav on their... Actually, let's fucking cycle charge these guys. Why am I not doing that? Need to be doing that. Gonna be losing a couple of shields here up at the front, but we should lose less shields than they lose. All right, let's go and engage the infantry. Let's push these guys up to cover the flanks. All right, let's cycle charge their back line. We're gonna hit the left side of this formation, I think. Yeah, we're slaughtering these dudes. It's not even a question. All right, let's move them in. No. I want y'all to move over here. And then charge. We're trying to collapse this flank here. All right, let's pull the cav out. As soon as they're able to. Generally, you want to pull them off to the side so that they can navigate their way out of any formations that they may be stuck in. All right, time to send these guys in. All right, let's continue cycle charging them. All right, right here. And then turn into a charge. And that should be them pretty much finished off. Let's regroup the cav over here again. Have them come across the formation. As you can see, their left side collapsed first, where we charged with the cav collapsed first. You can see that. All right, let's just tell everybody to charge now. Should be them pretty much finished off at this point. We can go ahead and speed this up. Let them chase down the survivors there. And Leaf Velte's got some promotions. We'll go ahead and promote those too. This is the Distinguished Service mod. I'll if I remember, I'll try to I'll try to include them into the description here. Let's see here. Tactics, maybe. Actually, yeah, medicine, and then probably tactics, I would say, yeah. And then athletics again, tactics, and maybe scouting. I don't know.
Nah, medicine.
All right, now we got to do this other guy. Let's make this guy a party leader. So let's do stewardship, leadership, and charm. Stewardship, leadership, charm. There we go. We'll tell everybody to continue charging here. After these last few guys here, we want to inflict as much damage on these guys as possible so they are willing to end the war sooner. Because we need this war to be over with these guys. We're not ready to be at war with them just yet. All right, that's pretty much it for that one. That's going to break the siege on Bertigala. All right, that should totally eliminate those guys from the equation, though. We need more Velites, I would say. More Velites, more cavalry. For everyone else, we'll just upgrade. Oh, big lag. Haven't played on this mod in a minute here. Meaning that I played yeah, I know we're over the prisoner limit. It'll be fine. I can just go straight into Bertigala and drop them all off. But we should be able to hang on to those guys pretty easily there. Come on now. Stop lagging. Get inside the town. Holy fuck, this map is laggy right now. Let's go to the keep, go to the dungeon, donate some prisoners here. We're gonna keep all the lords, and then we're gonna dole off these guys here until they're full. Almost full there. All right, they're over the capacity. We got to take some of these guys back. Ah, shit. I fucked it. All right, we'll just do that. That's fine. They can have all the lords. It'll take them a little while to escape anyways. All right, that's good. We're going to get 127 influence out of that. That's always nice. Cancel that. Leave. And get the fuck out of there. They'll have enough defenders to hold on to that right there. Let's see. Okay, should we go take Lutia or Lutetia? I don't know. Lutetia? I don't know. We'll fucking figure out how to say that another day. We are besieging Casurgis over here with an army of roughly 1,000 here. They should take Casurgis. Then we also have another army over here. And some more of our parties roaming around. I don't think we're going to need any of our parties at this current moment. We might need to group up an army here, though. If I forget to thank the channel members, thank you to the channel members. Sorry about that if I did. Probably didn't, but I might have. You never know. Okay, so let's finish the war with these guys. Then we'll move on to the war with... Oh, they're taking that. That's going to be nice. Yeah, see, like, it's the kingdom's kind of running itself at this point, which is super convenient for me. Let me go back into here and take on some troops here. See, I can pretty much just go to any village or town and just recruit an entire army in a few days. We can get back up to full strength here. Need to be at 606 to be at full strength. And let's go ahead and call an army here. We need to call an army, I think, to be able to do things. We'll just call whoever the fuck can make it. All right, that's a 2,500 strength army. That should be pretty solid for us. I would imagine we're the majority of that strength, but that's fine. Let's go over to Toloso. Actually, we don't even need to. We can just stop at these towns here, and then we'll take these 2 castles in this episode, I think. We should have... Oh, we took Casurgis. Very nice. All right, we're at 609. That's close enough. We're definitely going to have a lot of upgrades here, though. Some more cav. We have plenty of archers at this point. All right, let's see here. That is being sieged. That's not ideal. Hopefully he defends that siege, but we just took Casurgis away from them. So that's really nice. So we have 2 armies in this region. And then we have, we're going to be losing some territory over here, probably. We need to eliminate factions. That's what we really need to do. So we need to take out the Blue Romans. So that's 1 less person that can declare war on us. That'd be ideal. And if we could make an alliance with the Carthaginians right now, that would be really solid, because then they could take out the rest of these guys here. And if we could make an alliance with the Abiads, that would be super nice as well. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the siege on this castle, though. We might actually just be able to solo siege it. We'll have to see. Owner of Casurgis. Let's see who has the lowest. I don't need a town. I want these guys to take towns. Give it to you, I guess. Most of them are voting for him, so we'll give it to him. Then we're going to take a bunch of castles here. And these guys should, these lords should start spawning more parties. Okay, I had 1 troop desert for some reason. Why? Oh, I'm over the limit. Okay. Let's get rid of Velites then. There we go. Now we're good. All right, perfect. And we have plenty of Velites now. And we'll go and start the siege on this castle here very shortly. We should be able to take both these castles in this episode, I would imagine. And then the Blue Romans are down to just 1 town after that. We need to get a non-aggression pact with the Britons, I think. Britons form a pact of non-aggression pact lasting 84 days. That's actually... They're not interested in a non-aggression pact, though. They're not interested either. Who is interested in a non-aggression pact with us? We've pretty much been at war with everybody. So Nobody really likes us. The Carthaginians don't have a reason to attack us right now, though. All right, let's go ahead and start the siege on this castle. It only has 315 defenders, so we could actually siege this out ourselves. We just need to build the siege camp and then go for the attack. Never mind. They're going to get catapults up. All right, we might as well... well, let's see how quickly build our catapults. Okay, it's not quick enough. We need to build trebuchets then. See, this is where episodes take a lot of time, is just doing this right here. Just sitting in a siege. All right, we have 2 places getting sieged right now. I think we're at a net gain, though, because we have so much power. But it would be good to eliminate factions. We need to eliminate these factions. Not just take territory. Eliminating factions is going to be the way that we need to go here. And we have some more parties joining us, and our build rate is increasing as we go. Realistically speaking, we should only really need 2 trebuchets, but let's go for 5. Or for 3. Not 5. What the fuck? You can't even have 5 trebuchets out. Alright, let's put those away, and then we'll bring out 3, and we'll have 1 building. And then we'll build a battering ram. I'm not going to build siege towers. It takes too long. I know that sounds like a ridiculous reason, but it's true. It does take too long. And once they have no catapults built, we'll go ahead and start the siege. We don't even really need the battering ram, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and drop a save for episode 39. Yeah, there we go. And then we can move into the siege. Excuse me. Forgot to go get water in between recording. All right, let's go. 1,169 versus 353. Should be a pretty easy siege for us. We're going to do the regular old ghost strat here. This is my strat. I pretty much came up with this. Not sure if anybody else has done it before, but I would say I've popularized it throughout the Bannerlord community a bit. Let's find someone who's really good at commanding infantry. 60 is pretty solid. 37. You're going to go on the archers. 57 is pretty good. You know, I probably have good commanders in here already. Yeah, I'm a pretty good commander. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and ready up here, and I'll show you guys what the ghost strat involves. All right, so you take your archers, put them in loose formation, line them up in front of the walls. Bing, bang, boom, you're all done. That's it. That's literally all you have to do. Is just line the archers up, spread them out, and let them go to work. And yeah, that's literally all you have to do. And since we are fighting Romans here, this might be a bit of a tougher siege, but that's okay. And once all the archers are in position, you'll see what happens here. It's pretty glorious, I'm not gonna lie. All right, wait for the archers to get in position, and now watch the green go. Yeah, it's really easy, honestly, just to do this. And then you tell everyone to fire at will as well. And you tell these guys to go. And you tell those guys to go. And there's basically nothing they can do about this, because you just overwhelm the walls with arrows. And you can see all the arrows in the Pila coming in here. And it's basically just a complete rout, and you'll lose like maybe 50 men at the most. Looks like this right side's totally fine. We've pretty much taken the right side. We could shift more of the archers over to the left side. See, they're sending guys up here, and they're just getting pelted by arrows. You can see all of the arrows stuck into the wall. And all the javelins there. This is actually a really cool fortress. I wish I could take this for myself, because realistically speaking, like, this should be a part of the siege. But it's not. They just have a rock behind it. I don't know why. Such a weird thing to do, Bannerlord. But I would just hold on to this little section here. You could fight your way all the way down to the docks. Be pretty cool. All right, well, we're gonna run into these guys here. And they're gonna get pelted with Pila. This is basically the entirety of the remainder of their men here. Oh, that dude just ate a Pila from a Velite there. You're gonna see Pila coming in from on top of the walls here, as they are closed in on both sides here. They're gonna try to fight their way out, but it's not gonna work out for them. Trying to get a good view for y'all, but the camera's moving so fast. All right, we can tell everybody to charge now, even the archers. And this is gonna be their last stand here, as they are retreating away from this right side. Look at that's one of their generals there. Let's see how we take them out here. They're bringing the eagle into the fight. Look at all these banners. And this is going to be the last stand of the defenders. This will be their final moments, and we'll watch them transpire here. If y'all haven't played this mod, I would highly recommend giving it a try, man. It's so much fun. I could just do endless campaigns on Eagle Rising. I don't, because it's purely like it's very samey. But like when you play different factions, it's interesting. All right, we'll promote this guy. And we'll make him another commander. Medicine, stewardship, and leadership. We'll actually give him charm instead, actually. And then we'll give him medicine, leadership, and stewardship. There we go. Battle over, ladies and gentlemen. A nice little quick one to start off there. 20 minutes into the video, we've already taken a castle. We've already done 2 battles, actually, too. There's that guy right there. The separatist scum. And we can take some more prisoners. Why not? You might as well, right? We have plenty of cavalry. We just need to focus on the infantry now and the upgrades. As about 100 or 200 of our men are fresh guys. Let's sort by value. Ooh, a masterwork Spatha. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to use that instead of the Gladius. I know that's heresy, but Spatha on horseback, very fun to use. We'll show mercy. We'll decline to accept this one. And we'll dump some money in the castle before we leave it, so that it's not in a total state of disrepair whenever someone takes it over. They already have Fairgrounds level 3, so they're actually not really going to be losing too much loyalty here. Put it on civil infrastructure there. And then we can go ahead and peace out of this one. We are winning the war with the Swabi quite handedly. We're about to win 2 wars. And then we could probably sue for peace with the Abayids. That would probably be the ideal way to do that. And then once we take this castle, I'm going to spawn some new clans in with the ability to dole out pieces of territory. Yeah, we'll just give it to him. I'm just gonna start giving it to the people who like deserve it the most, basically. Because if we look at clans and we look at fiefs, like they don't have a ton of fiefs here, and we need them to have fiefs. You know, we have like the largest clan by far, but some of these guys are already starting to pick up some more members and stuff like that as they go along. And these are all the clans that we've created here. So very cool. All right, we'll go ahead and take another castle here. This should be pretty easy for us to take. We don't even have all of our strength yet. And also, while I am thinking about it, let me go ahead and send out a few more parties of people. Send out Denik the Mad here on a party. And then we will send out you on a party. And then we will send out you on a party. Of course, we are the Emperor of Rome. We should have more than 8 parties to our name. You know. All right, how many defenders? 396, easy money. And this one, we should actually be able to outbuild them, so we can just go catapults immediately. As long as we can get one up before they get two up, we should be fine. Ah, we're not going to get it up. Damn it. All right, that's kind of annoying. All right, trebuchets it is. Immense Castle. Didn't we just take that? We just took that. Okay, no, I don't think we did. No, I'm not freeing any of you fuckers. How dare you even request? Oh, very nice. Another baby to the clan. I put that away. That one in reserve. I don't know why we weren't building trebuchets, but that's whatever. We could starve out the garrison, but it's not really required because we're not going to lose that many troops due to the strategy that we are using here. I do need to probably make a few upgrades here, yeah. Got a few guys ready to upgrade. Ah, Castel Angelo. Under attack. But we might be able to wipe out the blue Romans in this episode. That would be really nice if we could. Peace proposal with the Swaby. Conflict has given up the proposing a peace treaty to pay war reparations. He will also pledge a daily tribute. Ooh, yeah, we can literally bankrupt them with this. That's actually a really good idea to do so. All right, Uz Burris here is gonna go to you maybe, yeah, Satros. We'll try to dole these out fairly, but it is going to be a bit unfair just due to the nature of things. So we're going to eliminate 2 wars in one episode, which is really nice. Because we were kind of getting a little bit war sick, if you will. We'll go ahead and build some trebuchets. And we'll take out all of their catapults in a matter of seconds. There goes 1. There goes 2 and 3. And there goes the rest. Let's try to get a daytime siege here. Come on, daytime siege. Take it out. There we go. Drop a save. Like normal. You always want to save a lot in this game. It's just, you know, the Rome mod doesn't crash very often, but when it does, like, goddamn, if you haven't had a save, it's going to suck. It's going to suck a lot. All right, let's go ahead and lead the assault here. 1359 versus 384 here. Should be a pretty easy siege. And then let's move on to their last town and take out their final stronghold there. That's going to be a lot of troops in there, though, I can tell you that. Let's try to find someone who has really good skills. Ooh, 78 is pretty good. 80 ranged influence there on this guy. That's pretty solid. 75 on Corvus. That's probably going to be better than that guy's. 68 ranged influence. All right, let's go and ready up here. We're going to do the old ghost strategy here. Put the ranged troops in loose formation. And then tell everyone to fire at will. That's going to be all she wrote for this fight. It's really that easy, folks. It really is. And like, yeah, I have, you know, quote unquote OP troops and everything. But if we didn't have OP troops, the series would be 100 episodes long. And that's just a bit too much for me. I feel like I'd get tired of it. Oh, looks like we have some guys down here. Interesting. But as you can see, the archers pretty much blot out the sun. Like, would you want to be one of these guys getting shredded up on the wall? Look at the amount of Pila that is just coming up here. They're just sitting here throwing Pila for a moment. Until we decide that it is time for them to charge. And then they'll make their way up the ladders to the to a very, very, very weakened force. And take this settlement nice and easy. We've already killed 100 of them and they've killed 3 of us. So you can see why this strategy is so powerful. And these guys over here are still getting shredded. And if we want to have time to do that last siege, let's go ahead and speed her up. Yeah, it's just a green wave here, gentlemen. Just a green wave. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Didn't mean to leave y'all out, ladies. But it is basically just a green wave. Until the very end. Gonna tell the archers to charge. And we're not even gonna get all the troops up onto the walls. And it's already over. You see? Nice and easy. We'll go and promote another Praetorian. And we'll make this guy a good leader. We'll give him good medicine skill. We'll give him good tactics. And then we'll give him good... let's see. I think he's already maxed out on his athletic skills, so I don't think we can really give him other good stuff. Let's see though. Probably riding, I guess. Yeah. All right, let's do medicine again. Let's do tactics, and then I guess just yeah, scouting maybe. Yeah, that'll work. All right, very, very nice. Some more renown gained. Some more everything gained. And basically all we have to do is take these prisoners here, take all of the prisoners. We will retain control of this settlement long enough for us to go inside and go ahead and deposit some of these fools into there. We're basically just not losing troops, though. That's just the insane part about it, is just not losing troops just because of how powerful and efficient our army is. I'm going to decline this one. I'm going to go ahead and manage the, go to the dungeon and manage the prisoners. And we're going to dump off as much as they can take. That will boost their build speed significantly. Then we're also going to do this, boost their build speed some more. Give them like 50k here. We're going to start building fairgrounds. We'll build training fields. Militia grounds is already built. This place is already like fairly upgraded, so you can tell somebody took care of this place. And then we'll let the kingdom decide who gets to own it. And that's going to bring us up to 84 war exhaustion with the Blue Romans. And let's move on to taking their final town. We just need to take it. Let's just go grab it. A few more parties we can bring in. We might need the manpower. It's also good to show a presence in the Swaby territory. I like doing that. And we'll up their cohesion so we move nice and fast. And all right, let's vote for this castle here. Tyler, let's give it to Tyler. Tyler needs some more castles. We're starting to dole out some territory. And we're going to end another war here. I don't even know why the Scythians want to have a war with us, because they're just going to get fucked up. Like, they really just are. They have three main settlements. They have 1, 2, 3. You know what? We could just go to the kingdom page. That'll be easier. Yeah, the Scythians are not doing well. They have 3 prisoners. They have Tyler and a few other people. They have 3 towns, and that's it. Really. 3 towns and a couple of castles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 fiefs and they want to go to war with all this. Do you really? You got to ask yourself at a certain point, do you really want to go to war with Rome at this point? Do you really? And they only have 376 defenders here, so we can go ahead and siege this shit down in about 2 minutes flat. Let's go to up the cohesion here. See if we can bring in anybody else to our parties. I don't really need to bring in, honestly. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, cancel. I don't even need them. All right, let's go ahead and up the cohesion here, though. And let's build, yeah, we're gonna have to build trebuchets. This place is fairly built up. And on this one, since it's a town, I am gonna build a battering ram, but everything else is gonna stay the exact same. This one I'm gonna give out to the kingdom as well. And basically they have the choice of either 1, joining the Roman Empire, or 2, being destroyed. Is there a way that I can I want to bring in I want to bring in like clans and stuff like that, like minor factions. I guess we just have to send a message to them to bring in all the minor factions I possibly can. That would make our power even stronger. Let's put that bad boy away. Oh, we were watching that go on 1x speed. That's probably not the best thing. Like, we could bring in the the Scythian mercenaries there. That would be another faction that we could add to our ranks. I would just like to do that. Oh, they're gonna come help. Oh, that's nice. That should really help our build rate, at least. Watch how fast this battering ram is gonna get built. It's not even funny, dude. All right, well, this is gonna be the easiest siege of my entire life. We have another army coming over to help us now that we're not at war with the, not at war with other people. It's gonna be really hard to get a siege where they don't have catapults, but we can attempt it. All right, that's no catapults. We drop a save. It's actually perfect timing there. This is going to line up right with the end of the episode. Awesome. All right, let's lead an assault on the Blue Romans' final town. Yeah, we just need to take out factions. And like, honestly, we're growing so fast that we might be like growing a bit too fast. We might be like at that point of just being a bit too good. If we had attrition on, like, this would be awful for us. We don't really have that many archers this time, so this might be a bit of a harder one, but it should be totally fine. We can just set them up like right here across pretty much, and they'll do good. Move them over a little bit there. And look at all these lovely things coming out here. Let's go and tell everybody to fire at will as well. And let's watch how quickly these guys get evaporated. I just want to show you guys how powerful this is. All right, archers are moving into position. Ladders are going up. Archers are now in position. Let's see how long it takes for these guys to get completely eliminated. Here comes the Pila. Basically, though, as soon as they step up, they just get sent packing. We'll wait for the siege ram to move up a bit further. And they're just going to put their guys up on the walls, so we might as well just, like, slaughter them. As you can see here. They basically have no infantry up on the walls now. We can just tell everybody to charge. Everybody charge. There goes the gate. Trebuchets broke the gate. We'll just tell everybody to go. And this will end in a whimper. Yeah, they're going to end in a whimper here. It's just going to be these guys down here at the bottom left. As soon as we start coming out the doors, I'll go ahead and watch the blue faction get destroyed in real time. Should have stayed in the Empire. Should have stayed in the Empire, Hispana. You would have had a much better time. And their faction is going to go out with a whimper, like I said before. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Blue Romans have been entirely destroyed. There they go. I wish them luck in their journey to finding other factions to join, as they have been completely annihilated. They were actually quite strong at one point in the campaign, and like I thought about making an alliance with them, but they're just too weak in the end to be able to hold up against the power of the true Roman Empire. That siege took 3 minutes. I would just like to point that out. Oh, we'll show mercy. I'm gonna decline this one because they're already a Roman faction, so I don't have to change anything. And that war's over. We have won. They have no territory left. And bye-bye Blue Romans. That's all she wrote for that faction, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go out with a whimper, like I've said about 5 times before. We really need to reclaim these two. They're claiming that one. We could go claim this one, I guess. All right, we got to vote for the new owner here. Let's see. Sikanas, I don't really see you getting too many territories. Spending 20 of our influence there. And let's go to our clan and let's promote some of our clan members. Let's go Tuscus the Robber. Let's go ahead and actually let's promote Desperado first. I want to promote channel members first before I do anybody else. Yeah, that's gonna be one of our original companions here, Tuscus the Robber, and then Minutus of the Hills. We should have enough to do all 3 of those guys. We can promote all 3 of them. We'll dole off some of our territory to these boys.
I'm at your command.
Indeed, you have shed blood for me. Let's give him let's give him Moses Castrum. Yeah. And clan name. I'm not very inventive with the names. Minutii. He's now legatus of the Roman Empire. We've given him a small territory to lead. Just Moon Cheese Castle, which has been in our empire for a very, very long time. It's like Mentz Castle is getting besieged as well. All right, let's go ahead and looks like we're just consolidating territory at this point. It looks like the Suebi only control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they still control quite a bit. Not that much though, like less than 10 fiefs. That's pretty solid, I would say. All right, let's wait for those other messengers to arrive. And in the meantime, we'll make our way over to this place over here. All right. Tuscus the Robber, you will now be a legate in the Roman Empire. If this ever loads. God damn, this is taking a while. This might be an endless loading screen. Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. Come on, Rome. Figure it out. All right, we'll go and wrap this episode up here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do it in the next episode. This is just an endless loading screen. Sometimes you get these. Yeah, thank you to the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Mooncheese, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, Pfeiffer, Desperado, and Shipwrecked. And all of the channel members have been promoted to clan leaders here within the series, which is oh, we're getting noise in here. Hold on, I think it is still loading. But yeah, I will go ahead and end the episode here, and I'll wait for it to finish loading. Sometimes it just takes a really, really long time. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.